11 is sponsored by Bud Light, Indy's favorite light lager, and famous among friends. The first 11, check it out now at KMOX.com/soccer. Full traffic on southbound 67 Conemaugh out of the Alton area. That's to be expected down to 94. Westbound 270 is a little bit easier west Florence. Westbound 64 Hampton to Big Bend bogged down. And they have some heavy traffic west of McKnight. Northbound 270. The Doherty Ferry up through Manchester and Flake Road area is pretty heavy. And we still have a jam on westbound 44. As you come off the ramp for northbound 55, westbound 44 jammed out to Grand due to that earlier overturned vehicle accident. Next up, they did a 10 from the Steeple Traffic Center.
KMOX News Time 7:59. I'm in for Tom Ackerman. I'm Brian Kelly along with Debbie Monterey. Thank you for the meteorologist scene before. We're going to heat up to near 90 today. The record is 92. Some thunderstorms tomorrow. Could be some severe weather Monday. Looks good for Memorial Day. I'm Alex Ferrario. Coming up at 8:15, the voice of the Blues, Chris Kerber, joins us to preview Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. More rains, more flooding woes.
The St. Louis Press will be higher, and that will raise some concern.
I'm Maria Kino with the story. Looking to get into the Blues spirit, how you can get your hands on a new shirt and a cheap ticket to the Stanley Cup Final.
This is St. Louis's News Radio, KMOX, KCKHD3, St. Louis, America's sports voice, a radio.com station. This is CBS News on the hour. Real news, real reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. It's over and out for British Prime Minister Theresa May.
I would probably leave the job, but it has been the honour of my life to hold a
UK's exit from the European Union.
It is and will always remain a matter of deep regret to me that I have not been able to deliver Brexit. It will be for my successor to seek a way forward that honours the result of the referendum.
One of the leading contenders to replace May is London's former populist mayor, Boris Johnson. President Trump has given Attorney General William Barr new powers to investigate the origins of the Russia investigation. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy is at the White House.
The Attorney General has now been empowered by Mr. Trump to make public whatever classified material he chooses over the course of his review. The President has instructed the CIA and other intelligence agencies to provide Bill Barr with any assistance and information he seeks.
There are more thunderstorms and flash flooding in the forecast for the southern plains as states like Missouri struggle to recover from violent tornadoes and topped-out waterways. CBS's David Begno.
The Missouri River is actually at major flood stage. The airport has been closed, and there is a chance within the next 12 to 24 hours the water could overtop the levees, flood the airport, and the business district here in North Jefferson City.
The great holiday getaway is underway. CBS's Peter King is on the road in Orlando.
AAA says nearly 38 million Americans will drive 50 or more miles from home this weekend, up 3.5% from last year. More like 1,350 for Sally, heading to Vero Beach.
This is my third day coming from Midland, Michigan.
650 for Fred, driving to Miami from Birmingham, Alabama.
We had a few obstacles, a few accidents, stuff like that, and it just took a little extra time, but we made it through.
Beware the beef you eat this Memorial Day. Live to correspondent Gary Nunn.
Careful when you slather a slab of ribs or steaks on the grill with sauce. The government is recalling 31 tons of beef products because of possible E. coli contamination. Various cuts, including short ribs, briskets, ribeyes from Aurora Packing of Illinois, are included. The beef was shipped nationwide a month ago for further distribution and processing, and the Agriculture Department lists it as a Class 1 recall, which means it's a high health risk. Deborah?
3, 2, 1. Dozens of Starlink satellites have been blasted into orbit from Cape Canaveral. Elon Musk wants to use high-speed internet service to help pay for his plan to fly customers to the moon. S&P futures up 14. This is CBS News.
The biggest names in politics face the questions you want answered.
Is this a closed matter for you? Do you think impeachment should be considered?
Face the Nation, Sundays on CBS.
Wesley Bell declines to file charges after inmates die in custody. Good morning, I'm Brian Kelly along with Debbie Monterey. It is 8:03. We'll have your traffic and weather together at 8:10. The news is being brought to you by Edwards Carpet.
St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell says the investigations are over and there will be no criminal charges related to the deaths of 2 inmates at the County Justice Center this year.
In a statement, Bell sends his deepest sympathies to the families, but says the facts do not point to criminal activity. Tashonda Troop lost her son, Lamar Catchings, in the jail in February. This week, she claimed that conditions have not changed in the jail since then.
This guard had several complaints made against him for abuse, and Julia never got rid of him. Just took him out of the pod and placed him in the infirmary with sick and helpless inmates.
County Executive Sam Page says he'll look into that claim of continued misbehavior. Page was asked if his being a medical doctor helps him understand this issue better.
I think I understand the vocabulary of the medical examiner's report and the policies and procedures in the health department probably a little better than most. And, I would take that education and training into the conversation.
Bell, meantime, says his office is compiling a list of recommendations for improvement. Michael Calhoun, St. Louis's News Radio, KMOX.
Local rivers are on the rise again. In fact, we're expecting to see some of the biggest crests of the spring along the Missouri River. That's the forecast from the National Weather Service's hydrologist, Mark Fuchs.
Jefferson City all the way down to St. Charles. Moderate to major flooding expected pretty much throughout that region.
Mark Fuchs says because of the high crest and the Mississippi River already high, the highest crest this spring is expected.
Along the Mississippi at Mel Price, St. Louis, and downstream toward Chester. There's some uncertainty here about what the bottom line is. We are expecting more rain over the next 5 to 7 days, and none of that rainfall is in the current river forecast that we have out online right now.
So the results of that additional rainfall along the Mississippi and Missouri is still an unknown.
The biggest impact has been lately along the Missouri. We've had a lot more rain in the Missouri River Basin.
Fuchs tells KMOX the Missouri River is what